So something kind of surprising with this video, Death Note is getting a new live action film in 2016, and that kind of threw everyone for a loop. I mean, there hasn't been no new Death Note, pretty much anything except for like, kind of rehashing and re-releases and stuff like that. For starters, it's going to be a successor to the 2 Japanese live-action films that came out way back when. I think there was a third one, but I don't think they even include that in continuity or whatever. This is mainly going to be just like a straight-up sequel or whatever you want to call it to those 2 films. Now, there's a whole new plot or whatever. I mean, still using the Death Notes and everything. And, I mean, a part of me, yeah, I'm excited just because it's Death Note and I love Death Note. But based on the description of the film, I'm not sure exactly if we're even going to see any of the characters that we loved. And one thing about Death Note that really made us love it is Light was a fucking beast, L was a fucking savage on that detective shit and all that good stuff. With this new film, which I'll read in a second, the description and whatnot and the synopsis, I don't think we're going to have any of them, so it's a little bit of a shaky feel with this one, but let me read it for you guys. The tentatively titled Death Note 2016 film will be a forbidden sequel to the 2 earlier live-action Death Note films, 2006 Death Note and Death Note The Last Name. The film will shoot in overseas locations and Warner Brothers will distribute. The new film story, the present-day highly advanced information society is beset by global cyber terrorism in 2016. New charismatic figures who inherited the DNA of Light, previously played by Tatsuya Fujiwara, and the detective L, Kenichi Matsuyama, emerge. The successors of the 2 geniuses will wage a war over 6 Death Notes on Earth. A crucial plot element will be the 6-note rule. Up to 6 Death Notes may exist simultaneously in the human world. Of course, the Shinigami, gods of death, themselves are limited to the number of Death Notes. Therefore, up to 6 Shinigami may exist in the human world. This rule existed in the original manga, but the movies, live-action series, anime, and stage play have not used this rule thus far. Now, to be honest with you, again, it's Death Note, so everyone's going to be interested in seeing what they do with it. But to be honest with you, a couple elements that I'm not really looking forward to with this is the whole cyber terrorism thing and this whole the DNA of this one and that one. Like, I think a lot of people, one of the big things that they didn't really care about in the second half of Death Note in general was like, oh, the 2 successors to L, how we had Mir and Mello and like they're supposed to be just like them. And I think that was one of the things that kind of made Death Note turn off for a lot of people when it came to that particular point. And it seems as though they're doing the same thing, except they're going to do it with Light as well, so we're going to have like a successor to both of them. I mean, the 6 Death Notes kind of sounds like some crazy battle royale type of shit, like just an all-out brawl or whatever. But the cyber terrorism and modern world, this futuristic world, so to speak, it just kind of sounds a little bit like, and to be honest with you, nowadays I'm very skeptical about live action films of like any sort of source material. Granted, this is original, but it's still based off of Death Note. And I don't know, again, like with the Attack on Titan film, and of course there's the legendary Dragon Ball Evolution, I'm a little bit on the skeptical side just because some of this sounds a little bit, too out there. Like Death Note, it had its supernatural elements, the Shinigami, the Death Note, etc., etc. But there still was a level of realism to it because at the end of the day, Light was in the beginning anyway, average school student, and there was still an average setting. So with this one, you're going really futuristic, you're making it like an all-out war, you're gonna have 6 Shinigami. It seems as though they're like trying to Michael Bay fucking explosions here, explosions there type of shit with this film. So I'm very skeptical as far as what they're gonna do with it. Obviously, I'm checking it out. It's Death Note, it's new material. Granted, I wish it would have been like an anime form or something, or even manga. And to top it off, I don't believe that the original creators are involved in any shape or form. So that's another like, I don't know if I really, it's iffy right now, but it's new material. So again, I'm gonna keep on the fence with this one. Let me know what you guys think though. Are you excited for this one? Are you scared that it's gonna suck? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm really, really nervous about the quality and what's gonna happen with this one, the DNA and everything. It just sounds really out there, but who knows, we could be surprised. I mean, don't judge a book by its cover, so to speak, just because the synopsis says that. Maybe it could be a smash hit amazing film, and the first 2 live action Death Note films were pretty good films, so there's that as well. The overall thoughts of this, but we just gotta wait and see. That's all I have for this one though. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like, I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, if you could do so as well, that'd be amazing. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always people, have an awesome day.